How do you handle a difficult person in mediation process? Before you tag a person to be difficult in mediation, you have to be very sure that the person is actually difficult. What are the characteristics of a difficult person in mediation? The answer to the question is in your own feedback in mediation encounter with a difficult person. Fear, ignorance, fear of being cheated, fear of being invested in winner takes all mentality, psychological factors, hidden agendas, refusal to negotiate or shift grounds, parties full of ego or pride. Some attorneys sometimes come to mediation with legalities. So these are some of the characteristics. And some parties also hide facts in mediation. Some attorney also talking about legal strength of client cases. So sometimes they don't create some attorneys don't create room for reconciliation when they come with legalities in mediation process. Also gender bias, not allowing women or certain people or people with disability to participate in mediation, especially community mediations. And what if is a mediator that is being difficult in mediation process? Yeah. A mediator can also be difficult in mediation process if he or she don't appreciate or value attorneys and parties in mediations, and they don't also understand what mindset attorneys, lawyers, parties come to mediation with. Having the mindset that some attorneys or lawyers have a long established reputation for being difficult, and also that makes a mediator to be difficult also, apart from parties or other or attorneys that come to mediation. And also a mediator can be difficult if he or she fails to educate the parties about her own roles in the mediation process, rushes to conclusions without hearing from parties, without brainstorming to find common grounds and conclude based on what you've heard. No, mediation can also be difficult by not listening to parties, or you're dominating the mediation process, or when bias is shown in mediation process. That shows that the mediator can be difficult apart from parties. And what are the coping strategies in handling difficult personalities? One of them is, as a mediator, you have to learn to educate parties on mediation process and your role as a mediator. You have to understand that you're a third party in the process. Just you're there to guide or facilitate communication between parties. You have to respect parties and attorneys that have come to represent their client also. You have to try to understand parties, try to read your emotions and have a psychological knowledge and emotional intelligence. And you also have to have the ability to recognize cultural context in mediation. Understand that solution in mediation belong to party and the mediation process belong to you as a mediator. Understanding that we are humans by learning about personality traits, why people behave the way they do, why they react the way they do. So with this psychological knowledge, you could be able to handle difficult personalities in mediation process.